Hello everybody, happy December, last month of the year. We were talking in the gym, 2020 was like the slowest year on record. This year seemed to go by really fast for me. So new gym, all kinds of new stuff. So really sped it up. So, but make sure, we talk about this, make sure that you are consistent. 4 Mondays in December. Never miss a Monday. That's going to set it off for the week. Full length workout, strength workout today. We're going to hit all the different sections. Warm up first, cool down last, and then we'll set them free. They can be on their way.
Yes.
All right, everybody. We have to start with our jumping jacks, heel claps, crisscrosses. How many are we doing? 10 of each?
10 of each.
10 of each. Ready? And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Your wingspan is
I was going to say,
growing.
I think I'm growing.
You must be growing.
I've been
You hit
hitting
the wall.
I'm hitting you. I'm growing up to be so big and strong.
I tell you, taking your vitamins.
Yes.
Ready and begin. 1, 2. Those Flintstones work.
I know.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms wide, feet wide. Crisscross in the middle, ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so 1A, 1B, 1C, designed really for structure, stability, balance, all that good stuff. The first one that we are going to do, I should tell them what they're going to need today. You'll need a band, and you'll need some weight, kettlebell dumbbell. So first one we're going to do, it's going to be a banded separation, slow and controlled. But we're going to do that from a split squat hold. So your foot or your knee is going to be, I don't know, 3 inches maybe off the floor and hold. Okay, that's the first one. One side only. Remember which side you do. When we come back and repeat it, you'll get the other side. Second one is going to be, we call these hallelujahs, but you're going to go toe touch first, deep squat, hips up, reach overhead. Toe touch, deep squat, hips up, overhead. That's number 2. The third one, I'm going to give you a little tip, okay? Come down to the ground and then put your foot in the band. A lot of people will put their foot in the band in front and then they can't figure out how to get it from here to here. So we're going to do a banded kickback from the plank position, kick back, bring it in. Kick back, bring it in. Now, if your band has too much tension, you can do it from the bird dog position. So I'm just going to kick it back and bring it in, extend, and bring it in.
Which means his knee stays on the floor.
My knee stays on the floor, right.
All right.
Phew! This,
I
a
know.
year into it, it is still, we need to loan it out. Be like, somebody just,
You're the only one that uses it.
oh my goodness. Okay, I need a stopwatch for this. 30 seconds of everything. All right, we're going to start left foot forward. Ready, and begin. Split squat, hold. Open, and close. Pinch those shoulder blades together. And if you can't hold it anymore, set it down for a second. Maybe do 1 rep. And then bring that knee back up off the ground. You're halfway there. Again, maybe you do 3 reps. A rep from the ground, then you can come back up. However you want to manage this. And time. Rock star over there. Kept the knee up the whole time.
That's right.
All right.
It's Monday. Gotta dig in.
Gotta dig in after the weekend.
That's right.
Toe touch, squat. Ready and begin. Toe touch, squat, hips up, and reach up overhead. Toe touch, squat, hips, reach.
Hallelujah.
That's why they're called hallelujahs.
Hips up. I always feel like this would be
Hallelujah.
like a great way to get your body moving in the morning.
In the morning, yeah. Well, some people work out in the morning because of that. And time. All right, I'm going to kick back on the left side.
Yes. I'm down with that. Try to keep it one side so that we can make sure we know what we're doing here.
All right, put it around the foot. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Oh my goodness. I might have to put my leg down.
It's hard with the half inch. So I can imagine the 3/4.
Halfway.
It is really tough.
I'm gonna hook this up to my pickup truck. Stretch it out a little bit. And time. Holy booty activation. Wow, right there.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Ooh, this is good positioning. We're right into the
Right into it.
next one.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
5 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and begin.
There's radio silence there.
I was concentrating.
You were doing math in your head.
I was doing math in my head.
Yeah, it is hard to talk and think, or at least do arithmetic in your head.
I was gonna say, a lot of people talk and don't think. Just turn on the news. If we did less talking, more thinking, we'd be in a better spot. Time. Woo. Can I get an amen in the comments? All right, 3, 2, 1. Toe touch. None of these you should rush through, right? This is not cardio. We'll get cardio tomorrow.
That's right.
So you want to do nice and slow.
Up. Reach. Oh, good stretch.
I'll get about one more in. And time. All right.
Final kickback.
Final kickback. Make sure there's nothing behind you. You're not going to hit a coffee table or a couch. And begin. Send your office chair flying.
I like this sequence.
It's a good one.
It is.
It's certainly warming me up.
Yes.
And time.
Oh.
Now, if you did that kickback from the plank position, like Coach Amy was doing, one leg is doing the kickback, but you might also feel that in the quad of the other leg that's bracing. Let's use it. The back of the leg is doing the pushing. That front of the leg is what's really stabilizing. So I've had people do that and they're like, oh my gosh, my quad is, yep, that'll work too. Great time to get some water.
Indeed.
All right. So, unlike our shorter version that we did on that we're doing on Wednesday and on Friday, if you haven't done those yet, Wednesday and Friday are a shorter strength workout so that everybody can get in some strength work. There's no excuses. This is going to be our longer one, so we're going to do 4 minutes of work, full minute of rest, which gives me a little bit more time. I can demonstrate the next exercise in between. So our first one that we are going to do. Okay. I need you to think about if you've been to a gym and you've done like a lat pull down or a pull up over a bar. We're going to do the same motion, except we're going to use our super band. So how do we do that? I take the super band and it kind of drapes behind me because I want my arms up over my shoulders as if I was hanging. Then I'm going to pull out and down and then extend back up. Out and down and extend back up. Okay. okay? If you need more tension, you can either move your hands closer together, or you can double up on the mat. That's my Lou Ferrigno Hulk face.
That was the point of no return for you.
Right? So we're gonna do that 10 to 12 reps, shake it out. 10 to 12 reps, shake it out, okay? Tomorrow you're gonna feel that all through the upper part of your back.
Yes.
All right, coach.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, coach is doubling it up. I've learned my lesson.
Well, I've got a 1/2 inch.
Well, now you have an inch. 1/2 plus 1/2.
I guess, I don't know, I don't feel like it's like that.
You gotta add those fractions. What's really weird is that McDonald's, this was, I forget what year, you can Google it, the year. 70s, 80s, something like that. McDonald's had their 1/4 pounder. Wendy's, I think it was Wendy's, came out with a 1/3 pound burger. And it failed miserably because people thought the 1/4 was bigger than the 1/3. So they bought the 1/4 pounder.
Somebody didn't do very well in their math class.
Yeah, at all.
No. Yeah, it's funny because I'll do a lot of that stuff with my kids in baking. So we always talk about like, well, how can you get, you know, if you have a 1/2 cup or you have a selection of the measuring cups, how do you make a 1/3 cup without actually having a 1/3 cup? So, yeah, it's just fun to put the real life.
That's why I leave the baking to Rachel Ray. Betty Crocker does all my baking.
How do we put this to real life application? It's the only way they can get donuts here in the house. They gotta measure out the ingredients and make it.
Oh, slow and controlled on these. Whoa, it's starting to burn.
Just think about pulling those elbows to the floor.
Ooh. Yes. And don't pull it in front. You don't want to make that mistake. Pull it behind. Really force everything back, and that's going to activate much more of the back muscle versus some of the front shoulder muscles.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we still have like a minute.
I know, Coach. Time has come to a screeching halt with these. If you're at home and time is slow, yeah. We feel ya. All right.
All right, number 3. This one might be one we get 4 in.
Coach is doing the tall kneeling, both knees down. I'm doing a half kneeling stance, but both of us have our back foot tucked under so we can push into both. I don't know if they can see it on the video. I'm shaking every time I come down.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shaky too.
If you have a ponytail, it might catch. Oh my gosh. I think I can. Our target is 10 to 12, but if you get that burning sensation at 8, we're good with 8. Anything below that, however, you'll want to lighten it up. But 8 becomes 10, like the very next workout.
Yes.
And then 10 gets to 12. And as soon as you get to 12, though, or whatever that upper mark is, then it's time to increase the resistance.
Yeah, get that next band up.
Or
oh
double it up like you.
Okay.
Right?
All right, we'll get a few extras in.
Bonus reps. Oh. All right. So the next one could be used with the band. I prefer for this one a kettlebell. Can also be done with a dumbbell. I think the 2 dumbbells work better than the 1 dumbbell, but if you do have just 1 dumbbell, you might think about using the band for this one. It is a sumo squat with an upright row, and we're going to do the upright row on the evens. Okay, so we have to do an even amount of these, either 8 or 10 or 12, something like that. So it's going to be a sumo squat, 1, 2. So on the even numbers, 3 is when you do your upright row. Okay?
Oh boy, here we go.
I know. We're starting in 5 seconds.
Weight it for what you can do with the upright row.
Correct.
Because I know most of you guys can probably do more with the
Sumo
squat.
And that squat does not have to go all the way to the floor. Here's what we don't want it to be. A deadlift. Okay? We want straight up, straight down.
Yeah, I see that a lot with this one. Cause,
everybody wants to touch the floor.
yeah.
And for me, that doesn't work unless I do the deadlift. And I want to avoid that.
Yeah, important to keep those toes and the knees aligned. And you
Yes.
can kind of look down and see that. You don't want your knee going one direction and your toe going the other direction.
Yeah. The other common thing I see is that a lot of people don't go wide enough in this one. They'll start almost like a squat and it looks like a plie from ballet, but we want to be wider so that when we do go down, those knees are tracking right in line with the toes.
Yeah. Yep. Good point there. Yep. And shoulders over the hips.
That's it.
Let's get it done.
I said the other day at the gym, like they were in a phone booth and we had a younger member look at me and I was like, please tell me you know what a phone booth is.
I forget what movie I was watching. I guess it was like Christmas movie over the weekend with the kids, and it had, oh yeah, they did go into a phone booth. And I was like, man, you do not see that anymore.
No. Matter of fact, if you do see one, you take a selfie in it. You don't actually use it. You're like, what is
a payphone. Times have changed.
Oh. Oh. Woo.
I envisioned myself at one point getting my kids to help me out with like everyday things like ordering things or I don't know, and like basic things that are just so now probably technologically advanced that it's going to be like a young brain's going to have to figure it out.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember the first time this was when we first got an iPad. My daughter was maybe 5 or 6 and I couldn't find one of the apps. And she was like, I put it in a folder. I said, can you show me how to do that? 6 or 7, showing me how to use the iPad.
I know. Well, it's funny, I watch my kids too and the way they handle like phones and smartphones and stuff. Like it's so second nature for them.
Apple knows their audience.
Yeah. Woo!
That's why I like living fit 40 and beyond.
Yes. Our people.
My people. I'm gonna do burpees, and I might track like 80% of the food I eat. Sign me up. Yeah, I know with my clients, anytime they say I had 2 glasses of wine, it wasn't really 2. They wanted to let me know they had wine, just not exactly how much wine they had.
A very full glass.
That's right. Could be a...
Probably not the 5-ouncer.
Not the little 5-ouncer. All right, the next one we are going to do banded fly. And I'm going to show you there are a lot of ways to do this. The one thing that I like to do, my pro tip, is to make the figure 8. Okay, once I make the figure 8, then it tends to not slide up and hit me in the back of the neck. So I'm going to go here and squeeze together in the middle, bring it back, squeeze together in the middle. Now, for those of you that it pinches on the inside of their hands, you can just go grab 2 washcloths or something like that, and that should take care of that for you. Yep. You could do this from a half kneeling position. You got lots of options for this one. But like you're giving somebody a hug.
Yeah, this is gonna be for the chest, so if you can kind of think about those chest muscles working, that might help activate them a little more. I like the core work on this one too.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you, that has some tension.
Yes, I was wondering if you were going to use the 1 inch.
Well, the 1 inch is still a brand new band too. Both of them scare me.
Yeah, they're pretty.
It's early in the month. By the end of the month, no big deal.
Yeah.
But
you're going to bump it.
I'll bump it up by the end of the month. But for right now, she's only saying that because she really wants the 3/4 inch. That 1/2 inch is nothing for her. She's just like, Is it okay if I yawn on this recording?
No, it's not. It's not okay.
No, don't.
No.
Fake like you're struggling over there, coach. Because you're not getting this band.
I'm going to have to fight over it. I am just focusing on the control though, so really focusing on my tempo as I drive those knuckles forward and then as I release them back. And that helps make it a little more challenging.
I feel it. I feel it. And you want this, it should go in this arcing or this rainbow shape. Not a push like we do with our kettlebells and dumbbells. We want to get nice and wide with these. All right. Let me get a quick sip before I just start my 3rd set. All right.
Keep drinking that water.
Lip it. Lip it for real.
Keeping it slow and controlled. Oh, my arms are starting to feel a little bit.
Oh, that was 10. That was good. Oh, I might get one more in. Maybe 6 at the end. Our whole upper body is going to be shot tomorrow. I'm going to feel it.
Smoked. Yeah.
Pull downs, rows, flies. I'm going to be washing my hair with this.
Yeah.
You see me with nasty gym hair tomorrow. You'll know why.
All right, finishing it out. Last 13 seconds. Maybe getting those last ones in.
Oh, holy cow.
That was good.
That was good. All right. We got a banded deadlift. Okay, so a lot of different options for this. You could just use the band, actually. Stand on it, grab a hold, and do a banded deadlift using the band. I'm going to use the kettlebell. So I'm going to thread my band through the kettlebell, loop it around, take the band nice and wide, and then I'm going to stand on it, and I'm going to do my kettlebell deadlifts with that band. Now, it doesn't have to have a lot of tension, as a matter of fact, as opposed to going up in bands. I'd rather see you go up in that deadlift weight.
Yes, I was just about to say that. This one is one where you can bring your skinny band out. Just a little extra tension is what we're looking for.
Not easy to do barefoot.
No. Gotta hold those bands down.
You gotta really focus on pushing into your feet.
And just check in, make sure your glutes and your hamstrings are what's really doing the work here.
Does not have to go all the way to the floor again, much like those sumo squats. See if you can't have that kettlebell travel straight up, straight down. How was that, Coach? 10?
12.
Oh, good. Oh, good. 12.
Yeah. I can go to the floor because I'm short.
That's what it is?
Yeah. And as you notice, I've got my kettlebell right between my feet, and as I come down, I'm setting it in the same position. So what's moving back and forwards are those hips. The kettlebell just stays in that straight line. And that's how you know you're hinging rather than squatting.
Yep, or bending.
You're bending, yes.
Bending and reaching, not good. So you want to be in this V shape here, not an L shape there.
Yeah, this is a tricky pattern to really master.
Once you feel it, once you've put your brain back into these muscles back there, you will get it. You lock it in.
Right. As long as you check in, make sure you're feeling those glutes and hamstrings. Be in good shape. This is how you stretch out your band.
Right?
Put your legs on the case with some weight.
I think I'm going to use your band technique next time, where it's pulling up on the outside of the foot, not on the inside of the foot. I like that.
I don't know how I changed it, but
I'm going to have to give that a try, because it pulling up on my arches is
not comfy.
not comfy. I think this might be a lot comfier.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Experiment.
Still coaching me.
This is my home gym. It's my home gym turf right
Right,
here.
is the home field advantage.
Yes.
You know all the tricks.
That's right.
All right.
Last minute.
Heart rate's elevated. Not super heavy, but I'm feeling it in the right spot, so.
Yeah. That's where it counts.
Oh yeah, this is way better.
Yeah, now you put more focus and energy into your
Oh yeah.
lifting.
I like this.
Squeeze those glutes at the top.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I think that's good for me.
That is good for me too. All right. Holy moly.
Time for a drink.
Okay. So the next one we're going to do is a kettlebell swing. You're going to do it when we do it. We're gonna do 1 swing, 2 swings, 3 swings, 4 swings, 5 swings. But in between each of those, we're gonna go back to the reset position. Now, I know a lot of people, when they start the kettlebell swing, we say, all right, let's get ready for kettlebell swings. And they pick up the weight, okay, ready. And then it's this, like, trying to get the momentum started. Yeah. Really, when you get started with a kettlebell swing, the kettlebell should be out in front. And the reason being is the most important part of the swing is the back swing, not the forward swing. So we're gonna be here. 1 swing will be hike, drive, that's 1. Then we'll say go. And it's going to be 1, 2, then we'll go 3, 4, 5. You'll have only 10 seconds, is that right, 10 seconds? To bring it down, and we'll hold a plank for 30 seconds. Now, if you know holding a high plank for 30 seconds is no big deal, you can do a plank rotation, but make sure that it's just through the thoracic spine, that you're not moving your hips in that. And we're going to do 3 rounds of that. All right.
Get your kettlebell ready.
Get your kettlebell ready.
Now, if you have just a dumbbell, which we should have probably gone over this in the kettlebell deadlift. You can do a single,
yep.
Right?
Yep.
And you're just gonna basically have to do, one right after the other. I don't know if you would put it down or not.
Yep, you would set it in the same height position. Yep. And so 1 round 1, the other round the other. Then you would do 1, 2, 1 on 1, 2 on the other arm, 3, 4, and 5. You would alternate those up.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get this hike going. Ready? And begin. 1 swing. Up and return. Go. 1, 2, and hold. Wait for me. Go. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And set it on down. 10 seconds. Take it down to the ground.
Take it to the floor.
All right. Plank position. 3, 2, 1. Begin. 30 seconds. You want your hands directly under your shoulders. Feet can be wide if you're doing your rotations. If you're not doing your rotations, probably bring those feet closer together so that you can squeeze your legs as tightly as they'll go. 5 more seconds. And time. That's 1.
Okay.
All right.
30 seconds?
30 seconds, yeah. We'll do it again.
Whew. Okay.
Right? All right, when people do the kettlebell swing this way, they find that it's a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
It's only 15 swings total. That's it.
Yeah. It's just that starting, restarting.
Yeah, it's that.
With the momentum.
All right, it's that proper technique. Ready? Again, and go. 1 swing. Pop. Got to really drive. Go. Drive. Drive. Hold. Go. Drive. Drive. 3. Hold. We're 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, coach. Ready? Plank position. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hold, squeeze. Make sure you're pushing into your arms and you're squeezing your legs tight. Also, have your hands spread wide. Fingers spread wide. Really disperse that weight through your entire hand. The more you squeeze, the more calories you burn.
That's motivation.
Time. One more go, coach.
I might actually,
Oh, now you.
I might actually finally lose
Now
this
you're
sweatshirt.
warm. On the last set, you're warm. Jeez.
Yeah. It just takes me a minute.
Or 35. All right. Ready? That's one thing about being lean is you don't have the insulation. Ready and begin. Hike. 1. This is our last set. You gotta really drive. Go. 1. Push into your feet. 2. Go. 1. Flat back. Go. Last one. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
You got it, coach. This is our last plank.
Okay, we got this.
We got this. They got it at home too. Ready?
That's right.
And begin.
Oh, you're doing rotations. Good for you.
I'm gonna maximize December. I'm not waiting until the new year. New year, new you.
You're getting your head start now.
I'm doing it. I only got 4 Mondays this month. Time. Woo! We went 32 seconds because I had to be balanced. I had to get to the other side.
That's what was going on there.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Never hurt anybody.
No. Good stuff.
Water.
Yeah. Make it happen.
Oh my goodness. That's good, coach.
It's great.
Those bands, they creep up on you. And here's, you've probably heard me talk about it before. The reason why bands work, they don't ever fatigue you to the point where you just can't do another rep. Like, say you do a trap bar deadlift. Eventually, that thing doesn't come off the floor.
Right.
But when you do a trap bar deadlift or a push-up or something like that, the weight is even the entire range of motion. With the band, because you're stretching the band, it gets more tense as the motion continues. So it matches your strength curve, and therefore it doesn't feel it like today, but tomorrow after using bands, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I really feel that because it mimicked my strength curve, and only bands do that. Cable machines don't do it, weights don't do it, so.
Yeah. Very good point.
All right, we need a stretch, coach.
Yes.
What's our first stretch?
Let's do our quad stretch.
Okay,
I think we
this
can,
one here.
Yeah, I think also will help get into the upper body a bit.
Yeah. Open that up, look straight up to the ceiling, lift those hips up. Push down into your knees and your feet and your hands. The more you push down, the higher they go, the more stretch you get. And relax. Let's go hands and knees, and we're going to go a hip circle for me. Hip circle. Let's rotate. And let's go the other way. I know we're doing these in the warm-up, but these are
so good.
just so good. Let's go other side. They're so good, especially in the winter. We sit a little bit more in the colder months, other direction. And so our hips start to lock up a little bit. All right, speaking of hips, let's go wide into this frog stretch. Sink it on back.
Oh. Hello, hips.
All right, I'm done with those hips. That's enough. Peace out, hips. Let's come back into child's pose.
Yeah, another good one for the upper back and upper body.
Yeah. And let's come up to our hands and knees. What we're going to do is we're going to put one hand on our lower back, but palm facing up. Flatten out your back and rotate it to the ceiling. And lower it back down. Up to the ceiling. Back down. Let's knock out one more. Up to the ceiling. And let's go other side. Switch. Up to the ceiling. And down. Up to the ceiling. And down. And down. Good. Let's come out into Cobra.
Oh. Good on the low back.
Yeah. And let's bring one leg up underneath. Sink down. Keep those hips square as you sit down into it.
Good time to focus on your breathing.
Oh yeah, breathing is a must.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
I tried the not breathing thing. It doesn't work.
No.
Not good. Not good for your health. And last but not least, let's bring our feet together so nice and tall.
See if those knees can get a little closer when you work on this one.
I would need a kettlebell here and another kettlebell here in order for that to happen. Not recommended. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, Coach Corey said. No, he didn't. Woo! Relax, Coach.
Nice job.
Got our Monday in, everybody out there.
High five to
That got
you
your
all.
Monday in. High five. Get your Mondays in. That sets the momentum for the week. If you skip Monday, you're more likely to skip a Tuesday or a Thursday. Or make sure you get them in. Plan out December because you got work stuff, you got holiday stuff, you got shopping stuff, you got things to do that sometimes the workouts
They can fall to
way down the priority list.
Yeah.
So make sure you plan them out, get them done, and we'll see you on the next workout.